Good evening, everyone. Before I start, I want you to think back to your family dinner table or a recent conversation with your relatives. Someone asks, "So, what are you studying?" You say, "Oh, I study sociology or gender studies or anthropology." Then they smile and ask a question like this: "Oh, that's nice, but what are you going to do with that major?" We live in a world that worships STEM, and look, science and engineering are brilliant and crucial. We need vaccines, bridges, and technologies like smartphones. I'm not here to tear anyone down, but I am here to call out a persistent position that we have all internalized inside our minds. The one that says science majors are smart, respectable achievers. But what about social science or humanities majors? People estimate us. They look down on our majors. The moment a major deals with real people, the moment it us who has power and who is getting crushed, suddenly it is soft. Suddenly it is less risk. Suddenly it is for people we don't fully respect. That word soft is doing a lot of sneaky work. It is the idea that understanding racism or fighting for justice is somehow easier than solving equations. It is the same old logic that devalues care work and emotional labor, the very work that holds families and neighborhoods together. When we call social measures easy, we are really saying that holding society together isn't real work, and that belief lets us keep underpaying teachers and social workers. And let's go deeper into the woke part. And I say that word with pride because being woke just means being awake to injustice. Being woke just means you are having basic kindness to everyone. Why do we automatically applaud a chemistry major but side eye a humanities studies major? That's a political choice. Our society has decided that certain kinds of knowledge, the kind that questions power, and capitalism that centers marginalized voices, is less valuable. In reality, it is seen as a danger. When you study social work, you study that poverty is systemic failure. This is knowledge that the powerful would rather you call useless. Because people who understand how they are being oppressed are people who start fighting. There is a reason tyrants and government don't lose sleep over chemistry labs. I saw something on Instagram recently from an account called at Alvijo that puts this into really clear words. Tyrants are not afraid of pure applied sciences like chemists and biologists. The scientists tend to be peace-loving, focused on their experiments, spending their time in the lab or the library. But philosophy, human rights law, and sociology, uh, basically the social sciences and humanities, because those are the fields that wake people up and that scare a tyrant. They drag society out of darkness and into the light. They teach people to ask why is power arranged this way and who benefits from this power. And that question alone is a peril. So if you have ever been made to feel like your social major is useless, you should remember that the people who want to control everything are counting on you to believe that. They want you to feel useless and small because that keeps their system safe. And look at what's happening right now. In 2025, New Zealand's government cut all social sciences and humanities from the Marsden Fund, the country's main basic research fund, to redirect money only to STEM fields. As Springer Naturally reported, the plan was to rebuild the economy as if understanding how society works has no economic value whatsoever. The same parents showed up during the COVID-19 pandemic. A 2025 study of parliamentary science advice in France, Germany, and the UK, covered by LSE, epochs found that policymakers consistently chose hard sciences like maths and biology, while social sciences were pushed to the side. They were used only as small extra, never in a leading role. They are proof that the devaluation of social measures is deliberate political strategy. So, if you study society and human behavior, don't let the condescending words and looks get to you. Your field is one of the most useful forms of knowledge. And if you are in STEM, your discipline is valuable, but it doesn't become more valuable by dismissing our majors. The world doesn't need to choose between good science and good social analysis. It needs both, and it needs people who know the difference between building a tool and understanding who that tool serves. Thank you.